Hello guys, I'm the Sneezing Monkey, and today I'm making a video about E3 2013. Just want to give my thoughts on it. It's a bit late, I know it's been a week or two already, but who cares, right? I just want to get that off my chest basically and, share my thoughts with you. So generally, I didn't have much time to follow E3 in detail, while the last years I was really watching every press conference. This year I kind of missed out on it a little bit, but nonetheless, I watched it afterwards and it was basically fine. But for that, I also didn't really feel the buzz as I did in the last years. Even there was much more going on, there were new titles, there were the new consoles, but if you don't follow it, like when it actually happens, you just miss out a little bit. I noticed that. Nonetheless, I think it was a great E3. We saw a lot of stuff. It was very exciting to see the next-gen consoles coming to life. But the thing, to be honest, that shocked me the most, or that was most exciting for me, was the rollback of Microsoft 2 weeks after E3. I mean, they announced previous to E3 and at E3 itself that the Xbox will have a 24-hour online DRM, which means you have to connect to their servers every 24 hours at least, otherwise your games won't work. On top of that, you won't be able to sell and buy used games. So they rolled back on that and they made these 2 points invalid, and basically it showed that we as users, as we as gamers, still have quite a lot of power over these people, I mean, there was a massive shitstorm on the internet and there were whole web pages only dedicated to PlayStation crushing Xbox, and it just took a level that I think it's very hard for a corporation to ignore. And that's what these corporations normally do. They just pretend it's not there and hope that it goes away, but it just didn't go away. So they wrote back, and that's an amazing fact actually, that we still have that power. Nintendo was missing. Normally we get a Nintendo press conference at E3. This year they weren't there. I don't know why, whether it was because they had nothing to show or whether they didn't want to spend the money or whatever the problem was. I missed them a little bit, I have to say. There was something to these press conferences by Nintendo. What I definitely didn't miss was this Reggie guy who's always on stage and doing the presentations for them. I think he's the head of Nintendo America or something, and he's just like the most unsympathetic guy ever. Like when I see him, I really just want to switch off my computer or whatever, wherever it's running. So yeah, Nintendo was missing. That was a bit of a shame. I think they had a stand somewhere at E3, but at least from these presentations, they weren't there. Like, that takes me straight to my most favorite games that I have seen this year, and on top of that, obviously, is Titanfall. If you've seen it in other videos, I'm sure it's many people's favorite. But I hope that this game will crush Call of Duty, not because I hate Call of Duty, but because I don't like how Activision and how Infinity Ward and all these people prevent change and innovation from happening just because they want to keep selling millions of games. And they are basically blocked by that fear of, if we change too much, nobody will buy our game. So what I've seen from Titanfall so far looks really great. It looks like it's got a ton of new features, loads of exciting stuff, not only the max, but you can run on walls, jump off from walls and stuff. It's really exciting. And also it looks like it's gonna run really smooth. The gameplay I've seen didn't look like, it's running on CryEngine or anything. It looks like it's running on something that's really smooth and easy to control. So it makes it, for me, the perfect candidate to become the next, mass-played multiplayer shooter. Seen Watchdogs, talked about it before, still really excited for that. I'm really happy it comes to PC. It looks great. I hope they find a way to sustain that game mechanic that they have, that the game doesn't get repetitive too quickly. The world looks great, the characters are fantastic, the whole idea of the interconnected world is just amazing. Seen Destiny this year, some gameplay for the first time. It looks amazing. Unfortunately, it's not fully out yet whether it's gonna come to PC. I really hope, and if anyone at Bungie is hearing this, please bring it to PC. Do it for me. I'll buy it. I'll pay the money, don't worry. You'll get your money back that you invest into the PC development. So I really hope that it will come to PC. I have heard a few rumors that it will, where journalists spoke to the Bungie guys and they said, well, we can't talk about it yet and all that. So I think the potential is there, and it's quite possible that it will come to PC. So looking forward to that. Besides that, there wasn't really any game that kind of shocked me and that I was really excited about. And I don't really know why, because there were good games out there. There were a lot of racing games this year. I was quite surprised by that, while the last years the focus was quite on like first-person shooters and and quite violent games. This year everything seemed actually slightly happier, slightly more positive. There were racing games like jump and runs, platformers. The indie scene was quite well represented in this and is now on both Xbox as well as PS4. So I think it was a great E3. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it. It would be great to hear from you guys. The video comes to an end, so I have to finish it here. There were a few requests of people asking me if I could do German videos. I will do that. I will address that. Eventually I'll make a new channel and post some German videos on there. Until then, please be patient. That's it from me, guys. Thanks very much for watching. I see you guys next time. I'm out. Bye.